Yeah, talking on Fahid Island, let's find out more. Brande.
Yeah, this is an interview that I have been very excited about. I've been waiting for getting to talk about the residential real estate offering that Aldar is putting together for Fahid Island with the Chief Commercial Officer, Cecilia Reinaldo. Cecilia, I am very happy to see you.
Good morning. Good to see you again, Brad.
Right, so let's talk about these buildings that we have the artist's model of in front of us.
Yes.
I understand the first residential project is going to be launched within about a week.
Correct. On the 18th, public launch, yes.
Okay, what's coming out?
So for our first flagship development, we have something very, very special. So Fahid Beach Residences is our first project. We have 7 buildings. As you can see, they're quite low-rise, so very exclusive. A total of 464 units, an average of 65 units per building. But what I find quite special about this project is that we're taking a lot of time to study what customers want. So from a typology point of view, we have quite a range of diverse type of units, from townhomes to duplexes to 1-bedrooms to all the way to 4 and penthouses. So it's very, very special.
Okay, and we conveniently have the models in front of us to prompt me for these questions.
Exactly.
Are people already pre-registering?
Yes, so we started the process of EOIs. This is a project that we've been communicating to the market now for over 6 months, so the demand is quite interesting.
Where's that demand coming from?
Across the globe. A lot of UAE nationals, which is our primary customers, but we're seeing demand from China, Russia, UK, all the way to India.
Talk to me about the price.
Yes.
What are we talking here?
So the starting price is 3.5 million for a 1-bedroom. The units are quite large, so you're talking about 92 square meters, which is significant, yeah.
Okay, that is not the cheapest development that is out there on the block.
It is not, but when you think about cost of living and the rarity, I call it the home of the rare, it's quite difficult for you to have access to the beach and be involved on a wellness type of island where not only you have the promenade of 2 kilometers, a lot of high-end amenities. So it's a very exclusive project, but it's part of our strategic approach when it comes to bringing development to the market. It's based on demand and what customers are looking for.
Okay, so we're looking at $1 million. 3,500,
Yes.
Sorry, 3.5 as you say in dirhams. What would be the most expensive unit in here?
Probably the penthouse. Very special, 1 unit per floor, 7 penthouses, but those we're not going to launch at the moment. We're going to keep them as our little secret.
Okay, but in that secret, tell me what's in a penthouse. How lavish do these penthouses get?
So they are full floor penthouses. They have 5 bedrooms plus maids and suite, 1,500 square meters. They're quite large. And obviously you have an unprecedented view of the Fahid Beach. And it's so well situated as well between Yas Island and Saadiyat Island, which is make it quite special too.
You haven't launched them, but has anyone got their name down?
Well, a few people.
Talk to me about the payment plan. What does it look like?
Yes, so payment plan, very flexible. So it's 65-35. So customers will need to put down 10% plus the ADM fees, which is the Abu Dhabi municipality, which is 2% in Abu Dhabi, and followed by a 5% payment just next year. So again, we looking to give customers a lot of flexibility when it comes to the payment as well.
And when do they move in?
They're going to move in somewhere between February to May. So depending on which phase you purchase, the handover starts in February. But there will be other anchor items in the island before that, like the school, which was announced yesterday, King's College Wimbledon, and this is something that we're very proud of.
We get a bit obsessed about amenities here
Yes,
on
so
the
you do.
business breakfast. As you know, we've got a bit of an unofficial competition going. We give out
Okay.
unofficial awards. What can you tell me about the amenities that are in these towers?
Again, very special project. We have resort type of swimming pools. We have outdoor and indoor gyms, cinema. But probably 2 of my favorites is the shared kitchen. So, you know, I think as part of wellness is about connections, right? Within the building, we have the ability to bring guests and have, a barbecue area. So the special kitchens that we have built within the project, I find them quite special.
I'm going to stop you and ask you what a shared kitchen is, because I'm assuming that in my $1 million 1-bedroom flat, I have a kitchen.
Yeah, absolutely you do. But sometimes you want to host a larger group of people. So there are features in the building where you can host and have small parties and get-togethers. We also have 2, not 1, but 2 pet spas. So we need to make sure that our furry friends are part of this beautiful island as well. But most important is the accessibility to the beach. It's a semi-private beach, so the residents who buy into Fahid Beach Residence will have full access to the beach as well.
What are you looking at in terms of service fees?
Yeah, so service fees, they're within market range, so they're looking around 350 a square meter, so benchmark with most of our developments. But considering the amount of services we're providing, from 24-hour concierge to some of the amenities, is very reasonably priced.
How do you build privacy into an apartment block like this at these prices?
Yeah, so what is important is the quantity of units, right? When you look at the sizes and when you look at the tower mix, you're looking at no more than 65 units. So that's quite exclusive when you compare to other developments. And again, if you look at the Abu Dhabi supply in general, there's not a lot of units that are coming to the market on month. And the way we strategically position developments is to ensure that we don't build very large towers, everything catered to a customer-first approach and what they would like to have.
Is it going to be all low to mid-rise on the island?
Correct, yes.
So these are 7 buildings.
Correct.
65 units each.
Average, yeah.
What comes after this launch?
So after the launch, we're going to immediately launch the Coral Drive unit, which is the Fahid Beach. It's just a minute away from Fahid Beach Residences, a little different typology, a little bit more family-oriented. We got studios and 1-bedrooms, which again is quite rare to have in a project in Abu Dhabi. So that will be immediately released once we finish with the Fahid Beach Residences.
Jonathan Emery, speaking to my colleague Tom yesterday, spoke about how Aldar was going to fill some of the gap for affordable housing.
Correct,
here in
yeah.
Abu Dhabi. Now, he did say that most of it wouldn't be on Fahid Island,
Correct,
but
yeah.
he did suggest that some of it would be.
Yep.
What is the most affordable unit that you will have on this island?
Yeah, so Fahid Beach, the beach house, as we call it, you have studio units, which is affordable to a certain extent. So you're probably looking around 1.9 million as a starting point. So that is a good entry point as well.
Okay.
For people trying to test the market, yes.
Right. Thank you very much for talking us through that. Cecilia Reinaldo,
Pleasure.
Chief Commercial Officer at Aldar, talking to us about the residential offerings and the sales that start 18th, you said, didn't you?
Correct. 18.
Here on Fahid Island.